Yeah, okay, good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Dropping heat like every season. Underdog like Willie Beeman. Classic like Dom singing. Blasting like bombs.
Welcome in, ladies and gents. This is the final show in which we're going to be doing it on Zoom, at least a part. We may still film it on Zoom, but we'll be together. So enjoy it while you can. I'm Devin. That's Zane, and this is Buffet Sports. We talk about the NFL, and we're going to talk about week 9 primarily this week. Of course, we're going to rank our quarterbacks and a little bit in between. Let's jump in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is QB Corner, where Zane and I rank the top 10 quarterbacks from the previous week going into the next week based on statistical greatness, the feeling in our balls, and level of difficulty. This is QB Corner. Let's jump in. All right. So you're going to hate this, and I'm not sure you're allowed to speak during this entire segment because we got some atonement to do for some of the shit you were talking last week. So you can go.
Well, last week they did.
No.
No, last week they sucked. I know where you're going with this. Last week they sucked ass.
Be quiet.
This week they have a great. Hey, based on what I was saying, they have the stats that I was talking about to get put up there. Hey, all right, they don't have the same stats that they had.
Listen,
they have the stats.
I'm not sure you're allowed to talk during this segment, so I'm going to give my top 10, read off the statistics here, and then you can chime in. And look, a lot of my boys did well this week. A lot of my boys did well. So starting number 1, I'm going to go Matthew Stafford here. Is my number 1. He was 25 for 34, 279 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, beat a Vikings team that's very good with his boys coming back. So that's my number 1. I've got Jameis Winston at 2. Jameis threw for 27 of 41, 334, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jalen Hurts, I have at 3. Lick my balls. Hurts was 16 for 20, 236, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. But oh yeah, he's a rushing quarterback. And guess what he did on the ground? 10 carries for 37 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's my number 3. 4, I have Kirk Cousins. This one was kind of tough for me, the 4 spot, but I landed on Kirk here versus the Bucks. 23 of 29, 276, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Great, and then we'll give out the 5th one, and then we'll see what you think of the 5, and then I'll go with my last 5. Josh, I have at 5 here. Josh Allen, 24 of 34, 283, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception versus the Seahawks. That defense is kind of up and down, but that's my top 5. How do you feel hearing the stats, seeing where we are?
Now hear me out. Trevor Lawrence.
I didn't
played
write
the Packers
him
defense.
Down. I didn't write him down, but I don't think he's top 5. There's too many guys that won for him to be top 5.
Do you want to see his stats?
Yeah, let's see what his stats are, but I don't have him in top 5 for sure. 308, 2-1.
Versus the Packers. Level of difficulty, statistical greatness.
But just wait till you hear the rest of the guys.
All right.
How do you feel about the top 5?
I like it. What was Matt's stats again?
279, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I'd switch him with Jameis. Jameis didn't throw a pick, and he beat the Ravens.
And level of difficulty.
Yeah, he beat the Ravens.
I'm fine with that if you want to switch him. Okay.
Hey, look at him. He deserves it. He looks good right there.
All right. My final 5 here.
Honestly, but real quick, I would put Jalen farther down because it's not his ability to run. It is the tush push when it comes to the skill aspect of him running.
I don't know. Okay, we'll come back to it here. My last 5 here, I've got the next 2 are interchangeable. Well, the next 4 are kind of interchangeable to me. So I have Bo Nix at 6. He was 28 for 37, 284, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 5 rushes, 4 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. It was just kind of a reach over. But in the first half, again, he put up 220 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and had that 1 reach over rushing touchdown. So that's why I have him at 6. It was the Panthers, so I can't put him higher, but he went nuts in the first half. The next one I have is Jaden Daniels at 7. I have him 21 for 38. He was playing a Bears defense that was very good. 236, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. That touchdown was insanity, but there's a bit of luck involved in it. It's not like he threw a dart.
That's where the feeling in our balls comes in, right? He gets there because it's crazy.
Yeah, he gets there because it's crazy, but he only threw one touchdown. So it's like, whatever. Rushing wise, 8 rushes, 52 yards, no touchdowns. 8. I have Kyler Murray at 8. 26 for 36, 307, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Got a little bit of scrambling on the ground, 19 yards in 5 rushes is
This
where
is
I
going to be
have him.
funny once we're done. Once you're done reading these.
CJ, I have at 9. This one was kind of tough for me, but I have CJ at 9, 25 of 37, 285, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, got the job done against the Colts. And then I have Patrick Mahomes at 10,
What did he?
27 for 38, 262, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. It's the Raiders, but they're perfect, and he's the quarterback. So he's
Okay.
got to be here.
So I understand that, like after so many weeks, we kind of get tired of Jared Goof's like stat. Like it is crazy, but after it becomes consistent, it becomes less crazy. So I understand him, but Lamar, Baker,
Lamar and Baker were my other ones where I was like, you could throw him in there, but Lamar also lost to the Browns.
yeah, and then Baker lost as well, and he threw.
Baker lost to the Falcons. Baker, I have in here, I wrote him down 37 of 50, 330, 3 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions there.
Mhm.
I know he doesn't have his weapons, but you know, I could see you putting him up into the bottom 5, but
You like runners, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy had a credible game on the feet. He ran.
what did he do? I didn't have either I didn't have Dak or Brock in there because it was just like I said,
Because you watched the game and you didn't like what you saw.
I just didn't like it. Didn't like Brock's game. Just
All
didn't
right.
look
From
great.
passing, 260, 1 TD.
0 interceptions. And then what did he have on the ground?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Am I going in a loop? I went in a loop.
Yeah,
I went in a
loop.
fucking loop. No, it's right
There
here.
you go. There you go.
But we got to go to 8 for 56.
8 for 56. 1 touchdown.
1 rushing touchdown. Yeah. I mean, that's
I guess you could put him in there. I would, if I had to slide one of my guys in the bottom 5 out, it would be probably CJ, and then I would I keep Mahomes at 10. You could put Brock at 9.
like that. And then
Yeah.
he'll be honorable.
Yeah.
Okay,
could be
now
fine with
here's
that.
where it's going to get a little crazy. And then you're going to freak. Kyler Murray's got to move up.
Okay.
He threw for 308, didn't he?
307. 2 touchdowns, no
307.
interceptions.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He should be but where does he move up? Because these guys all threw for 200, right?
Yes. Jaden threw for over 300, but he had the 1 touchdown. Bo threw for 284, and then Josh threw for 283.
So where would you put him?
I don't know because I don't know how to feel about the Dolphins defense, if it was fake or not. That's my only thing. That's why I have him below those guys, because I mean, if you want to slide him above Bo because he's playing the Panthers, I'm fine with that.
I
But
want to
under
just look at their schedule and who they played when they got that. It was Colts, Patriots, Titans, Seahawks.
okay.
So yeah, so their defense isn't that great. They were playing the Titans, the Patriots, and then the Colts.
Okay.
So it's not that Dolphins defense not that great, but I would put him in front of Bo because Bo is the Panthers. Like Panthers.
If you want to put him above Bo but under Josh, I'm fine with that, because I do think that the Seahawks are more of a task than the Dolphins are. I think Geno's like far and away better than Tua. That's like not hate. That's just straight up. Like I think Geno's a genuine like top 10 quarterback if we're just listing them out.
And is there any room in your heart for Tua in an honorable mention?
Sure. If you want to put him honorable mention, he's not getting into the top 10.
I think he threw for like 268 or something like that.
Yeah, but I can't. Like if we're going honorable mentions, Baker's got to go ahead of him.
Yeah.
Jared Goff's got to go ahead of him. Lamar's got to go ahead of him. He lost to the Cardinals, and I know I say that they're a playoff team. I know that I think they're a playoff team, but like, come on. You have Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane, Raheem Mostert, and Kyler has James Conner and a rookie Marvin Harrison Jr.
And
Basically James
Trey
Conner.
McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah, only thing, I had Trevor. I do want to push Trevor, like at least to like that. This is so it goes here. There's so many guys in C. I'm not going to move them all, but we'll say these two are honorable mentions. I'd say.
Yeah, and
Like
if you
the
want to put
Packers.
Baker, if you want to put Baker and
Yeah, put
Goff in there
Baker.
too, you can. I would put Baker and then
I
Goff.
want to put Golf this year. I mean, this week, just because it was only 86 yards, even though like they played an incredible game. Yes, but it's just because it's been so consistent that he throws like super low
I know,
yards,
but
high
85,
touchdowns.
3 touchdowns is nuts.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Like if you want to put him there, I'm fine with that though. If
Yeah.
you if I'm good with that, I'm fine if you want to put Jameis there. I personally think level of difficulty is higher. Well, no, not even because who does Jameis even have? He doesn't have Amari Cooper anymore.
Cedric
Just has
Tillman and
just
Njoku.
Cedric Tillman and Joku. Yeah, so
And
I
then
guess
Nick Chubb, but Nick Chubb only rushed for around 80 yards.
yeah,
So
and
he
they
wasn't
beat the
even,
they
yeah, he
beat the
wasn't even that
Ravens.
prevalent.
So yeah, okay, I'm fine with it. So we've
Yeah.
got Winston,
Big
Stafford,
boy.
Hurts, Kirk, Allen, Murray, Nix, Daniels, Purdy, Mahomes. That's the 10 honorable mentions. CJ, Trevor Lawrence, Baker, and Goff are honorable mentions. If you want to throw like you could throw like Lamar and Russ in there, I guess, if you want for honorable mentions.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna make a case for Russ too, but I mean, once you started reading them out, yeah, I guess. I mean, he
hey,
still
look at
had a good
that. The
game.
rookies are really fucking good, man.
I know it was crazy at the beginning of this. We're like, wow, they fucking stink. They smell like horse manure, and then now look at them, all three of them right there. Well,
Look at
except
him.
for Caleb, just because he lost.
Yeah.
Still had
All
a great
right.
game.
There's our QB corner, ladies and gentlemen. This was a good one. We manhandled this meeting for the last one. We're gonna film a part, and then from there on, it's together. It's gay stuff. I'm Devin. That's Zane, and this is Buff A Sports. If you want to see more of our ugly faces, go ahead and find us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at buffet.sports. We post every day, if not twice a day, and long form 3 days a week. We love you, and I don't care what you say in the comments. Bye.
Bye.